What's going on, you guys? Let's talk about the new Dragon Ball Super Broly trailer. Yes, it is still about Broly. That is still a thing. Make peace with it, I guess. Yeah. So the new trailer for Dragon Ball Super Broly. I'm going to do a full breakdown. By the way, if you didn't see my initial thoughts on the reveal that this is Broly, I'm actually optimistic about it. I don't hate it. I might have sounded like I hated it with that little joke I just did, but I'm cautiously optimistic about this new Broly that we're going to be getting. So, without out of the way, with the formalities out of the way, let's talk about the trailer. I have a bunch of screenshots of it because if I tried to use the actual footage and jump through it and skip around, I'd probably get copyright claimed or copyright striked, which would really suck because I already have a copyright strike for that stupid Megalobox bullshit. So we're using screenshots. So with all that out of the way, now with the formalities out of the way, let's talk about what we got going on in this movie. So let's actually I think it's right, where is I think I separated, yeah, it's right here. We have the Saiyan pod flying to Earth. I think this is Goku flying to Earth. I say this because we know in the trailer that Broly shows up in a big Frieza ship. We see this big-ass ship. There was soldiers, it looked like. It looks like one of Frieza's ships. It's a different color, but it's still basically a big Frieza ship. This is a Saiyan pod, and it's going to Earth. I feel like this is going to be Goku coming to Earth, and the reason why I say that is because, let's go back to over here. I think that because we have this shot right here. And this shot looks like it's being taken from Dragon Ball Minus. Now, I can't be sure on that, but Bardock did have bands on like this. He had wristbands on that looked just like this, and that could be Kid Goku or Baby Goku or whatever, Toddler Goku, inside the pod, putting the hand to the glass, getting sent off, and then we have the shot of him flying through space, which is over there. You already saw it, but yeah, it's definitely possible that they're going to adapt Dragon Ball Minus into this. Why? I have no idea. I'm guessing to have to do with the planet blowing up because they have to explain how Broly survived. So explaining how Goku survived might make sense too. I don't know. Is Goku actually going to be told this information? Because as far as we know, Goku doesn't know this. Goku knows he's a Saiyan, and he knows that Frieza destroyed the planet. Maybe. We'll talk about that in a second, too. But we know that Frieza, quote-unquote, destroyed the planet, wiped out all the Saiyans, and Goku knows all of this, but Goku doesn't know about his parents. Really, not much. And he doesn't know anything about his mother. So will Goku actually be told this information? If he is told this information, who is telling it? Who knew about this? Is his mom alive? I doubt it. So I just I don't know. It's his dad. No, they're definitely dead. There's no way. I don't know. How is this information being relayed to Goku? Is this backstory being told at the very beginning of the movie as exposition to the audience? I don't know, man. It's very interesting that they're pulling from Dragon Ball Minus. I think that's a nice way to tie it in. And hopefully the stuff they take from Dragon Ball Minus, maybe they can build upon it, improve upon it. We don't know how much of it we're going to be getting, if we're going to be getting any of it at all. This could be unrelated. That could be Broly. That could be Paragus. I doubt it. That's the same wristband that Bardock had in the Dragon Ball Minus chapter. And, we see Paragus, at least who I assume is Paragus, right here. And he has a white glove. So, anything's possible. Characters change clothes, but I don't know. Characters don't really change clothes in Dragon Ball, ever. So, I don't know. The arm looks a little bit too thick to be Bardock. It's a little bit dummy thick. Am I right, guys? No. But, I don't know. Who knows? Who knows if it's going to be Dragon Ball Minus or what it's going to be. I have no idea, but it's definitely interesting food for thought. The next part of the trailer that I can think of is the Ice Planet stuff. So let's bring this Goku right here. This is probably the beginning of the movie. They're first meeting Broly based on the trailer. So glad So glad they don't know who this is. I'm so glad that they don't know who this guy is. It's not the same Broly. He's been rebooted. Thank God that there's not going to be some bullshit continuity issues. And then they start fighting. And Yuya Takahashi clearly all over this, supervising this part of the movie. And it looks fantastic. It's definitely different from Shintani's designs, but it blends with Shintani's designs well enough that it doesn't feel jarring, despite the fact that it does look quite different. So yeah, as you can see right here, beautiful artwork, and if I could actually show you the video, you'd know it's beautiful animation, but I'm sure you've already seen it. Yeah, I'm so ready. I'm so ready to see this movie. At least from a visual standpoint, I am so ready for this movie. It could suck. It could have the worst plot of any Dragon Ball movie and have a million holes and a million inconsistencies. But damn if it's not going to look damn good while being a bad movie, if it's a bad movie, because regardless of anything, it will visually be a stunning thing to look at. So I'm ready for that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the whole Dragon Ball Minus stuff for sure. And moving on to more Snow Planet stuff. This thing right here, this thing around his neck. You can see it right there. I think that's some kind of restraining device or mind control device. Now, that's nothing new. We've seen that with Broly before, but I think this is a revamped version of it because if we look at his model sheets, let's see, I think this is Broly's model sheet right here. Excuse the doodles on the model sheet, but let's see. Right, I did a practice run and I was talking about Broly having a range of emotions and a personality, so I drew those while I was talking. But this is a new run. He doesn't have it in this shot, and this is a spikier-haired, buffer, more unhinged Broly than these two, which are more like docile and he's kind of just standing. This is more aggressive. The posing, all these forms over here look more aggressive and more buff, especially that one, obviously, dummy thick. And then you have these two, which are far more scrawny, docile, more, I guess they're somewhat intimidating, but he just seems more chill. And in these other ones where he does not have the restraining device, what I assume is a restraining device, he is far more unhinged. So I like that. I think that's cool. It's an element of Broly that I don't mind as a character. The elements of Broly that I don't like, honestly, are the crying baby Goku backstory and the lack of a personality. And always just yelling Kakarot and saying one-liners like, I am not a whatever, I'm a devil or whatever, like all that edgy bullshit. Like, some of that's okay, but just give him a personality, give him an interesting backstory, give him a couple of layers to his character. He doesn't have to blow my socks off as a character, but if he's at least as well characterized as like a Jiren with personality, more personality than Jiren had, like a Hit, like a, maybe not as much as like Beerus, because Beerus is actually really well done, but, like some of these new antagonists we've been getting, just give him something to make him more of a character. I'm not asking for the most incredibly complex character ever. I just want something more than what we had before, and I want you to improve on the things you messed up before, like the backstory, the motivation and stuff like that. So don't mind the mind control device / restraining device. I think that's fine. We'll just have to wait and see how they execute all that stuff. What else? We got the lava planet. That's interesting. So my theory is that he works for Frieza because he has, if you look at the model sheet right here, there we go. Old boots, old pants. Go back over to shot with Frieza. New boots, new armor, cleaned up, attacking Frieza. I'm thinking that he's going to work for Frieza at first. Possibly, Frieza will find him in Paragus, and then they'll be tasked with killing Goku and Vegeta. And that'll be this fight right here. They go to Earth, possibly knock Vegeta and Goku out. Maybe they think they killed them, and then they leave. And then it turns out Goku and Vegeta survived. But, hell, we don't see Vegeta in much of the trailer, so fuck, maybe only Goku survived for all we know. I mean, they can bring Vegeta back with the Dragon Balls. Oh, the Vegeta fans would freak out if he died that early. Oh, that'd be so funny. But yeah, I'm thinking this is later in the movie. Maybe Broly, no longer has a restraining device on, and he actually attacks Frieza. He actually goes at Frieza, rebels against him, attacks him. We see Golden Frieza for a brief moment, so this might actually be like a cool, like full-on fight, possibly animated by Naoki Tate, because this right here is about as Tate as it gets. So great to see him on the movie. So yeah, and then also on the lava planet, which I think this is where the climax of the movie is going to take place, because we also have, see, is this the shot? I think this is the shot right here. We have Bulma. Hold on. There we go. We got Bulma right here. Clearly the same location, same lighting conditions. She has some kind of special suit, probably to protect herself from the lava. Not sure why there isn't a face mask, but whatever. You know, and she looks good. I love the new art style and everything. And yeah, it looks great. But that aside, just the fact that it's the same location, Bulma is doing something. You know, they're keeping the plot of the movie very under wraps. It's a very action-focused trailer. So much so focused on action that people are kind of forgetting that we know a story is coming, the history of the Saiyans and all that stuff. But whatever, people can think it's action-focused, and then, you know, when they actually see the movie, they'll shut up. This clearly looks like the same location, and this is when he's going Legendary Super Saiyan, so this is probably the climax of the movie. I'm excited to see how it goes down. I just noticed that Goku's outfit is torn up like his Battle of Namek, with the full pant leg torn, and don't ask me why I know that that's exactly what he looks like. I'm disgusting when it comes to Dragon Ball trivia, but yeah, it looks very nice. Even has the belt. He even has the belt that he used to have back then. So yeah, I think that's the climax. I think the Snow Planet stuff is early on in the film. Where does this stuff take place? That's the last thing I want to talk about right here. I talked about the Dragon Ball Minus stuff. I talked about the fact that there's clearly more of a plot to the movie because we have Bulma doing something and there's multiple locations. If we go to the CGI shot that I have right here, this looks like this might still be Earth. Maybe they moved away from the Arctic. Their fight was just so intense that they moved away. The fact that he's still in his base form and Goku's in Super Saiyan Blue is insane. Like, this dude is going to be... I'm calling it now, he's probably going to be stronger than Jiren. I could be wrong, but I feel like he's going to be stronger than Jiren. I could be wrong on that, but it just seems like to be the case, especially considering that he's in his base form, fighting Super Saiyan Blue Goku, and Super Saiyan Blue Goku is not looking great with the torn up outfit, so we'll just have to wait and see. But anyways, going back to this right here, and then let's also grab this other screenshot. Where is it? Right here. Hold on. Got this shot right here. So, the lighting conditions of both of these scenes look about the same, and the rocky terrain in the backgrounds look about the same. So, I'm going to guess and say this is the same planet. What's interesting, though, is that this planet right here, or this scene right here, is old Saiyan armor. Old boots, old Saiyan armor, or Frieza armor, I should say, actually. Old Frieza armor, and it's clearly Saiyans. Dude has a tail. This is probably Paragus. It kind of looks like Paragus' old design from the original Broly movies. And there's a Saiyan pod, and it's destroyed and dilapidated and ruined. And, of course, then you have this shot, which looks like it could be the same planet, same lighting conditions, same rocky terrain, but this is a new Frieza soldier. We know this because she has the newer Frieza armor design, and yeah, I'm very curious as to how that ties together. Like, this takes place in the past, this takes place in the present, most likely at least. Maybe these guys are in the present and they have old armor for some reason. I mean, I guess that's possible, because we see Broly in, honestly, kind of similar pants to this guy, actually. Like, very similar to this with the boots. I don't think this is Broly in the past or anything, don't get me wrong, but, you know, the boots and everything are the same. So, either that first Broly we see is a flashback, or very early in the film, before Frieza recruits him. And if that's the case, then this could technically take place in the present, just before they start working for Frieza. But then again, if this is Paragus and he has black hair, then it has to be in the past, actually. So, I don't know. But the point I'm getting at is I think this is Planet Vegeta. Just going to drop the bomb right there. I think this is Planet Vegeta. How long have I been recording? Okay, let's wrap this up pretty soon. It's been 15 minutes. I think this is Planet Vegeta. I'm throwing this out there. I could be totally wrong. I probably am wrong because that's a huge retcon. But I think that this shot and this shot right here might take place on a deserted Planet Vegeta. The planet was not actually destroyed. It was not actually blown up by Frieza and popped like a water balloon, but he wiped out all life on the planet, maybe with one single attack, maybe with an army invasion, something like that. Probably an attack by him himself that destroyed everything. Not destroyed everything, but destroyed all the people, the wildlife, everything, and it's just a deserted desert wasteland of a planet. That would be a huge retcon. We have always been under the assumption that the planet was destroyed by Frieza in one big blast and the entire planet got turned to ash and cinder. But there is this possibility that it is still standing but is deserted of all life because Frieza wiped it out. The story goes that, the fake story goes that a meteor hit the planet and wiped out, it blew up the planet. But, when the meteor hit Earth and wiped out the dinosaurs, the Earth survived. So Frieza could have hit it with an attack that wiped out all life and didn't destroy the planet itself. I don't know how that's going to work. We see a Dragon Ball in the trailer at one point fall into the ice, so I don't know if they're after the Dragon Balls. Are they bringing Planet Vegeta back with the Dragon Balls? If they are, why does it still look destroyed, I guess, would be a question to ask. I don't know. I'm very curious what the story of this movie is going to be. Who the fuck this character even is. She looks like a comedic Frieza soldier, which we've never really had before, so that's kind of interesting. But yeah, I'm very curious what the story of this movie is going to be. Why is Bulma here on the lava planet? Like, what's she doing here? What is this planet? Is it Planet Vegeta? Why are they here? Why are these guys here, possibly in the past? What's up with the babies in the incubators and or the one baby in the incubator in the trailer? Like, there's a lot of stuff going on story-wise that they're not telling us, but I like that. I'm glad that they're not giving the story stuff away. It's an action-focused trailer, but let's not forget that there's going to be story. You can clearly see there's definitely going to be some kind of story to this, so don't expect Resurrection F 2.0, but yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. What do you guys think about all my theories about Dragon Ball Minus, Planet Vegeta possibly still standing, everything I had to say in the video, the timeline of the movie, all that stuff. Tell me what you guys think of the movie in the comment section below. What are your theories about the structure of the movie? What do you guys think of the designs of the characters, the art style, the animation, all that stuff? Anything that has to do with Dragon Ball Super Broly, and even stuff that doesn't have to do with Dragon Ball Super Broly, go ahead and tell me in the comment section below. Give this video a thumbs up, share it on social media. Both those would help me out a lot. Subscribe if you haven't already, if you like what you've seen here. Click that little bell to get notifications when my videos go up. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.